Can someone just confirm that the volume sounds okay? Just about ready to get going here this morning. The Moines Buccaneers face the Edina Hornets. Just about ready to get going here, 30 seconds before warm-ups are over. In net today will be Cora. Simon will play D. Out there to start on defense will be Miles Davis. And Simon. Forwards will be Easton, Keith, and Paxton. And we're underway. Again, Simon on D, Cora in net. Edina with it. Easton picks it up. Paxton with it on the far wall. Gets it in on sides. Easton with it. Miles steps up to keep it in. Can't quite. Oh, keep it in. Yes, they do. Easton with it. Edina clears it to the near boards, but not out. Simon keeps it in. Miles with it, hustles back behind his net. Up the boards. Can't quite get it out. Edina maintains possession in the offensive zone. All the way down, should not be icing. If they hustle, they have an opportunity, but Edina's there. Right out front, came to Paxton, couldn't quite get the handle on it, and he scores! Scoring for Des Moines. Number 13, Paxton Sayer. Line out there now is Chael, Charlie, and Kale. Back on D will be Fipsy and Zane. Edina plays along the near boards. Can't quite maintain possession. Zane's there to pick it up behind the net. Around he comes. Charlie with it through the middle. Taken away by Edina. Zane there along the far wall to pick it up. Over to Charlie. Tries to get it to Kale. Back up to Charlie. They're onside at the line. Hustles into the corner. There's Chael to pick it up. Charlie around the back. Back to Chael. Along the near corner. Charlie along the back wall. Flips it out front. Nobody there for the deflection. Played along, Zane there to pick it up. Chael with it. Kale. Behind the net. Fipsy there to play it. Charlie there to pick it up. in neutral ice. And he heads off on a change. First set of D out there with Henry. And Zane still out there. Zane heads off on a change. Hudson picks it up. Can't maintain possession in the zone, so they got to touch up on sides. Edina takes it away. Nice play by Alex Thies. But we have a penalty upcoming on Des Moines. It will be Will Klein, minor penalty for hooking. On the penalty kill, we have Hudson, Atlas, Henry, and Alex Thies. Played along the far wall. Atlas there to pick it up. Can't quite make the turnover. Steered aside. Edina picks it up on the power play. Turnover out to center. Hi, Abby. All the way down, it'll be icing. .36 seconds left in the power play for Edina. Keith with it there. Fresh set of killers for Des Moines. Easton, Keith, Simon, and Miles on defense. All the way down, no ice. Takeover there by Easton. They can't quite clear the zone. Des Moines back to full strength. Play behind the net. Simon there to pick it up. Steers it along the wall. Keith there to help it along out of the zone. No ice on the play. Easton there to challenge him. Edina with the play to get it out of the zone. Turnover at the red line. They pick it up. Play through neutral. Edina players got to get up to get on sides. Edina hustles in after it, but it'll be icing. Edina with it in their zone, defensive zone. Kale picks it up, shoots it on net. Saved by Edina. Offensive zone faceoff coming up. Kale on the draw, picks it up. Behind the net, there's Chael. Along the near boards, wiped out on the play. Kale there to pick it up, shoots it on net, steered aside by Edina. Charlie around with it. Back on net. Kale with the shot, but it's covered by Edina. Good pressure here by Des Moines. Kale on the draw. Wins it back. Charlie there, steers it along. Falls on the play. Turnover out to center. Zane is there to pick it up. Kale back in the zone on sides. Steers it along to the net. Covered by Edina. .808 remaining in the first period. Out there is Hudson, Atlas, and Will Klein. On defense, Alex, Thies, and Henry Green. Played out to center by Henry. Over the red line. Can't quite get the handle on it. Picked up by Atlas. Runs into some traffic. They're onside at the line. Can't quite get a shot on net. Turnover picked up by Edina. All the way in, no ice. Hudson there along the near boards to pick it up. Skates behind his net. Plays it along to Atlas. Atlas fires it up. But it will be icing on the play. Defensive zone face-off upcoming. Easton will take the draw. He wins it. Miles picks it up. Fires it along the boards. Picked up by Edina. Edina with it behind the net. Edina players met there by Simon and Keith. Miles picks it up. Skates it up to center. Can't quite get it out of the zone. Turnover picked up by Edina. Covered by Cora. Face off taken all the way down. No icing on the play. Good hustle there by Keith. Easton along the near wall to pick it up. Right up to Simon. Keeps it in the zone. Scrum on the near wall. Turnover. Picked up nicely. Right out front. Shot on goal. Deflected aside by Edina. Still loose. Miles fires it back on net, just a bit wide. And now we got to hustle back because they got numbers. Nice play by Simon to pick it up out to neutral. Simon again with the nice play. Edina with it into the offensive zone. Again, deflected into the corner by Simon. Paxton with it. Turnover picked up by Edina. Edina picks it up along the near wall. Keith is there to pick it up. Easton hustles after it. All the way down. No icing. Edina plays it around the back of their net. Easton's there to chase him down. Can't quite keep it in the zone. Turnover, picked up by Edina. Cora with a nice save. Pops out to Fipsy. He plays it over to the corner. Couple fresh skaters out there for Des Moines. Charlie's out there. Zane, Fipsy, Kale, and Keith. Keith with a nice play. Gets it in. Kale, shoots it, deflected up into the netting. Offensive face zone off, coming up in the offensive zone. .4:23 left in the first period. Face off taken by Edina. Nice play to try to keep it in. Can't quite. Played out to center. Chased down by Charlie and Fipsy. Chail's there as well. Edina shoots it on net. Saved by Cora. Charlie picks it up. Skates out to center. He's got numbers. 2-on-1 if he hustles. Shoots it on net. Rebound out front. Oh, and they can't quite bury it. Ooh, shot on net, cleared aside. Couple fresh skaters out there for Des Moines. Henry back on D. Hustles along the far wall. Alex. Ooh, shot on net, deflected into the corner by Cora. Alex picks it up behind the net. Squirts out along the far wall. Charlie there to play it. Can't quite get it out of the zone. Edina player with it there. Tail there to pick it up. Alex steps up to break up the play. Plays on sides. They hustle back. Good back check. Steered aside nicely by Henry. Hudson out there now. Played along the near wall. Played through center. Can't quite get it in deep. Henry there to chase it down. Shot on goal, saved by Cora. Just going to call him the 3 C's line, Morgan. Face off into the far corner. Atlas there along the far wall. Hudson. Out to center, covered by Cora. Nice save. Defensive zone face off upcoming. Simon and Miles on defense. Hudson takes the draw. Wins it back into the corner. Picked up by Miles Davis along the far wall for Atlas. Edina picks it up out front. Misses the net on the outside. Picked up by Atlas. Out front for... Oh, and Edina scores. Breakdown on defense in front, unfortunately. They couldn't clear it out. With 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining in the first, we have a tie game. Fresh skaters out there for Des Moines. Zane picks it up. He's taken down on the play. No call. And we're offsides. Neutral zone faceoff upcoming. Won by Easton. Over to the far wall. Picked up by Zane. Zane plays it along. Gets it over the red line. Up to Paxton. Easton there along to chase it down. Along with Keith. Easton picks it up. Nice shot on goal. Deflected along the near wall. Fipsy there to keep it in. All the way down. No ice. Zane there to hustle back and get it. Zane again there with the puck on the far wall. Turnover picked up by Edina. 42 seconds left in the first period. Edina plays it along. Picked up by Keith. Tries to shovel it back in deep. Can't quite get much set up right now. A lot of traffic throughout the middle. Turnover picked up by Paxton. Easton with it there. Shoots it just wide. Keith out front. Circles around the back of the net. Try to pick it up. 8 seconds left in the first period. Paxton there along the far wall. Fipsy with it out to center. Steers it aside. After 1 period of play, the score is tied 1-1. Here we go for period number 2. Shots on goal are 12 for Edina, 8 for Des Moines. Out there to take the draw is Kale, Charlie, and Chael. Out there on the wings. Back on defense, we got Henry and Alex. Alex with it. Played along the far wall. Can't quite pick it up. There for Charlie and Chael. Edina picks it up. They've got numbers if they hurry. Charlie with a nice play to get it out of the zone. Back out to neutral ice. Edina plays it back in deep. Henry hustles in after it. Chael with it. Hustling in is Chael, Charlie, and Chael. Alex with a nice play to keep it in. Steers it along to the near boards. Charlie gets it back in deep. Chael there with it along the far boards. Squirts out to center. Alex hustles in after it. Plays it around the back of the net. He's wiped out on the play. Picked up by Kale. Skates it out to neutral. Gets it in over the red line. Takes it in. Shoots it on net. Stopped and saved by Edina. Offensive zone face-off upcoming here. Hudson will take the draw. Picked up by Atlas. Steered along the near boards. Hudson shovels it along. Stopped by Edina. Offensive face-off coming up. Hudson on the draw. Picks it up. Atlas along the near boards. Simon there with it. Miles hustles in after it. Played out to center. Just a little too far for Will Klein. Miles hustles in after it. Plays it along behind the net. Over to Simon. Back to Miles. A little too far for Miles. Picked up by Edina. Will Klein there with it. Oh, and we have a penalty upcoming. Penalty to Des Moines. Hudson Hall. Minor penalty for gripping. Defensive zone face-off upcoming. Taken by Atlas. Atlas and Will out there on the kill. Shot on goal, covered by Cora. Fresh penalty killers out there for Des Moines will be Easton and Paxton. Taken there by Edina. Played her on the back of the net. Miles hustles over to get it. Picked up by Edina. And they score. Scoring on the power play. .12:03 left in the second period. Easton on the draw. Picked up by Paxton. Comes out to center. Zane back there on D. Pick it up. Zane over to Easton. The play is offsides. Face off, picked up by Zane. Play is offsides. We'll do it again. Taken there by Edina. They get it in, not deep. Picked up nicely there by Keith. Over to Paxton. Paxton along the near wall. Easton hustles in after it. Too far. Unfortunately, it'll be icing. Defensive zone face-off upcoming. The 3C's line is back out there. Shale, Charlie, and Kale. Defensive players are Henry and Alex. Face-off won by Kale, taken by Charlie, turned over, back into the far corner. Alex hustles over towards it. Picked up by Henry, gets it out of the zone. Henry still peels back to defense. Kale picks it up. Played along the far boards by Alex. Charlie fires it towards the near wall. Up to center. Henry with it. Over to Chale. He's got Kale breaking if he can't quite get the handle on it. Turned over. Picked up by Kale. Collision. Over to Charlie's wide open out front. Can't quite get the handle on it. Pass was a little errant. Alex fires it on net, and Edina covers it. .05 left in the second period. Shot on goal, saved by Edina. Offensive faceoff coming here. Hudson picks it up. Played along by Atlas. Edina picks it up along the far wall. Miles hustles back. Breaks up the play. Will Klein there along the far wall. Hudson with it. Miles with it along the near boards. Simon along there to help. Simon plays it behind the back of our net. Will Klein there along the far wall. Will with it. Atlas there to break it up. The play's offsides. Easton on the draw. Picked up by Paxton. Turn over to Edina. They pick it up. Simon chases in after it. Plays it along the near wall. Paxton there. Played back behind the net, behind Cora. Along the far wall. Edina plays it out to center. Turnover. Picked up by Paxton. Keith with the puck, picks it up. Miles gets it. Can't quite gather it. Played out to neutral. Keith just tries to help it along. Gets it to Easton. Over to Easton. Can't quite get the handle on it. Edina with it there. Played into the corner, broken up nicely by Simon. Easton skates for it. Shot on goal, covered by Cora. .7:55 left in the second period. Kale on the draw. Picked up behind the net by Edina. Squirts out front. Shot it wide. Kale tries to flip it up and out. Can't quite get it out. Still in deep. Charlie hustles back around the net. Along the near boards. Taken out on the play. Edina picks it up along the near boards. Charlie heads off on a change. I believe we have a penalty upcoming on Edina. Yes, for a rough. Offensive faceoff upcoming on the power play. Hudson takes the draw, wins it back. Zane picks it up, fires it into the far corner. Will Wong there to pick it up. Plays it back out to center. Atlas there with it. Hudson, and the play is stopped. Hudson on the draw. Out to Fipsy. Played up to the red line. Zane there to pick it up. Played along the far boards. Picked up by Paxton. Wilkline. Over to Hudson. Hudson with it. Nice play up the boards. Over to the red line. Plays on sides. It is not on sides. .40 seconds left in the power play. It'll be Easton, Keith, and Paxton, with Alex and Henry on D. Played by Alex along the far boards. Easton there to swoop it up. Skates it through center. If he hustles, he's got a shot and a breakaway. He does. He misses the handle on it. Can't quite get the shot home. Goes just wide. Alex hustles back to get it. Keeps it in the zone. Played into the corner. Paxton there to pick it up. Back out through the middle. Turned over. Picked up nicely by Henry. Back around behind the net. Back to full strength. And the play is whistled offsides. .5:30 left in the second period. Easton on the draw. Edina wins it back, takes it up into the offensive zone. Shot wide. getting a little chippy out there. Edina's got to get back on sides. They do. Keith there to pick it up. Keith along the far wall. Easton. Over to Paxton. A little too far for him. It'll be icing. Face off, picked up by Chael. All the way down, it'll be icing. We'll do it again. Defensive zone face-off upcoming. Kale on the draw. One back by Edina. Played along the near boards. Over to Miles. Charlie with it. Over to Chael. Tries to get it deep. Pinched off the puck there. Gets it back around the back of the net. Squirts out front to Kale. Can't quite bury it. Simon steps up. Pinches in deep. It's bouncing around. It goes in. Simon on the goal. We are all tied at 2 with 4:13 left in the second period. Face-off upcoming will be Hudson on the draw with Atlas and Will Klein on the far wing. Back on D will be Zane and Fipsy. Picked up by Hudson. Taken in. Can't quite get a shot off. Played around up to the near wall, or far wall, excuse me. Kept in at the wall, at the line. Over to Zane. Shot on net. Oh, the rebound might have been there for an easy knock home. Back around, Atlas picks it up. Behind the net. Hudson over there to pick it up. Over to Atlas. Can't quite keep it in. Turnover out to center. Edina with it here. They hustle in. Shot on goal. Covered and saved by Cora. Defensive zone faceoff upcoming. 3:23 left in the second period. Defensive zone face-off, won by Edina. Chased along the far wall by Will Klein. Shoots it down, but it'll be icing on the play, so we'll do it again. Defensive zone face-off upcoming. Easton, Paxton, and Keith, with Henry and Alex on D. Easton on the draw. Edina wins it. Shot immediately on goal. Steered aside by Cora. Played along the near wall by Paxton. Squirts out to center. Edina hustles in after it. No ice. Keith there to pressure him behind the back of their net. can't quite get it out. They do clear the zone. Henry over there hustles back for it. We got to get on sides. We do. Alex with it. Gets it in. Cleared back to center by Edina. Edina picks it up. Gets it into the zone. Steered aside. Comes out front right to Cora. She stops it. Nice save, Cora. Good job. Defensive zone face-off. Edina picks it up along the far wall. Miles up the middle. Can't quite get it out. Charlie gets it out of the zone. We hustle back. We got numbers if we hurry. Tail breaking to the net. Edina plays it. Tail there to pick it up. Shot on goal. And it goes in. Scoring for Des Moines. Tail Sherwood. .142 left in the second period. Good offensive pressure. Draw one there by Hudson. Picked up by Atlas. Played along the near boards. Hudson shoots it on net. Saved by Edina. Offensive face-off coming up here for Des Moines. Hudson on the draw. One by Hudson, played along by Atlas. Squirt pops out. Edina picks it up. They clear to center. Will Klein there quick on the puck to get it back. Gets it back in. Shoved off on the play. Back behind the net. Will chases after it again. Hudson along the far wall. Picked up by Zane. Over to Atlas. Gets it up to Hudson. Over to Will. Will gets it in deep. Nice play. Play out to center. Picked up. It's loose. Squirts back out to Fipsy. Fires it back on net. Steered aside into the corner. Again, back up to Fipsy. Loses a little bit of the handle. It squirts out to center. Hudson with it. 10 seconds left in the period. He's got to hustle to get a shot on net. He does. Oh, steered aside behind the net. 2 seconds. 22 shots on goal for Des Moines, 21 shots for Edina. Third period upcoming. Our players are encouraging the fans in the stands to make some noise. Third period is underway. Easton on the draw. One there, picked up by Keith. Steered back into Alex. Alex behind his own net. Plays it along. Paxton there along the far wall. Easton there, hustles along. Edina's there to pick it up. Played along the near wall by Alex. Steered aside, picked up by Henry. Henry picks it, nope, Alex picks it up again. Edina with it behind our net. Hops out front. Ooh, blocked out front. Played into the far corner. Henry with it. Clears the zone. Nice play, Henry. Way to get it out. Plays it up to Easton. He's met there by an Edina player. Played over to Alex. Alex taken out on the play. Edina hustles back in. Shoots on net. Steered aside. Wrap around attempt. Nice play defensively for Des Moines to knock it away. Into the far corner. Paxton there to chase it down. Edina with it. Comes out to Henry. A little too far for Easton. Easton picks it up. 1-on-3. Oh, Paxton there loses an edge, goes down. Still had the puck. And turnover. Picked up by Edina. They hustle back. Good back check. Slashing on the play. Penalty upcoming to Edina. We will go on the power play. It'll be a minor penalty for slashing. Out there for Des Moines on the power play to start will be Kale, Chael, and Charlie. Kale on the draw. Simon and Miles on defense. Face-off won by Des Moines. Shoots on net. Steered aside by Edina. Back up the wall, Charlie. Shoots it on net. Goes around the back of the net. Picked up by Edina. Can't quite keep it in. This will be icing on the power play. Again, on the penalty kill, you cannot ice it like you can in the NHL. It is icing. So that is one difference compared to other leagues where you can typically ice it when you're on the penalty kill. Kale on the draw. Wins it back to the middle. Picked up by Edina. Simon there at the blue line to keep it in. Chael breaking towards the net. Oh, it almost went off his stick. It went in. Charlie tapping his stick. Trying to get his teammates' attention. Played along for Charlie with Chael. Up to Miles. He's met there right by two Edina players. Kale picks it up. Chael and Charlie out front. Oh, can't quite get the handle on it to get a shot on net. Steered aside. Right there. Oh, it skirts right through the crease. We can't get it home. Charlie with it. Shoots it on net. 25 seconds left in the power play. Out to center. Picked up by Edina. Steered back in. Charlie with it. Gets it in deep. And they go and chase. Charlie on behind the net, over to Chael. Chael with it. Pops out to the D. Power plays over. Miles along the far wall. Edina with it. Back out to center. Edina plays it in. Intercepted by Kale. Plays it up to Chael, but he doesn't realize the puck was coming right at that second. He kind of played in his feet. Hustled in. Taken away. Fresh set of D out there for Des Moines. Two on one, 2-on-0. Nothing happens there, thankfully. Cora saves our bacon. Charlie with the nice play to get it up and out of the zone. Hudson chases in after it. He's all alone. He's got an opportunity. Oh, and shoots it wide. Edina with it. Picked up by Zane. Fires it across the ice. Picked up by Charlie. Over to Hudson. Hudson falls on the play. Charlie there. He's got to get back on sides. Picked up by Zane. Intercepted. Picked up by Edina. Stopped and saved by Cora. Nice save, Cora. Good shift here for the Bucs. Edina definitely mounting the pressure. 10 minutes left in the third period. Hudson on the draw. Chased down by Will. Hudson back with it. Will played out through center. Can't quite get out of the zone. Back in deep. Edina with it. Tries to backhand it. Can't quite get a shot on net. Will Klein with it there. Up through center. Plays it to Zane. We've got numbers if we stay on sides. Zane with it in the far corner. Will Klein there to pick it up. Will over to Hudson. Edina intercepts. Back out to the blue line. Picked up by Zane. Keeps it in. Played along the far wall. Right at the blue line. It squirts out. Edina with numbers. No, we hustle back on the back check. Good play. Way to get back. Hudson. For Zane. Zane takes it. Nice play at the blue line. Stay on sides. They did. Zane with it again. Gets a shot on net. The puck is loose. But it's covered by Edina. Again, 8:24 left in the third period. Face-off won by Des Moines. Henry hustles over to get it. Good play along the far wall to break it up. Over to Paxton. Up to Easton. Keith on the play. Turnover picked up by Edina. Henry hustles towards it for the far wall. They get it on net, but Edina, it's a bit too far out of the player's reach to get a shot on net. Keith with it. In his feet. Picks it up. Henry defensive play. Nice job, buddy. Alex along the deep in the zone. Pops out to Easton. Picked up by Paxton. Paxton along with it. Turnover picked up by Edina. Henry there to pick it up again. Shoots it over the the far board. Easton takes it in. They're on sides, but met immediately there by Edina. Oh, 2-on-0 if we hurry. Yes, we do. No! Oh, shot over the goal by Easton. Something out of nothing, but we couldn't quite capitalize on it. Edina hustles back. They've got numbers. 2-on-0, and they score. Tie game, 6:55 to go. Gentle reminder from the referee to celebrate out by your bench only. Face off. One picked up by Kale. Kale hustles for it. He's got Charlie breaking to the net. Oh, and he shoots, he scores! Beautiful shot by Kale coming down the zone. We quickly take the lead again. It's now 4-3. With 6:42 left in the game. Face off there out through neutral. Charlie gets it in. Rolling puck. Rolls in deep into the offensive zone. Edina player there back to pick it up. Tail with another nice shot. Just goes wide. Edina with it. Far boards. Pick it up over the red line. Blue line. They're on sides. Stop and saved by Cora. 6:13 left in the third period. Hudson on the draw. Wins it. Up to Atlas. He's got a breakaway. Atlas in all alone. Backhand forehand. Oh, he can't quite get the handle on it. Just goes wide. Good play. Good try. Fipsy taken out on the play. Should have been a call, but it wasn't. Zane with it, back on D. He hustles, far boards, skates it back out to neutral. Hudson picks it up. Will Klein streaking towards the goal. Pops out front. Shot saved by Edina. Oh. Offensive zone faceoff upcoming here, picked up by Hudson. Wins it back to the blue line. Can't quite keep it in. Zane and Fipsy hustle back. Edina's got pressure. One hard. Fipsy along the near boards. Shoots it out. Can't quite clear the zone. Picked up by Will, but they can't get it out of the zone quite yet. Zane along the back wall. Atlas there to pick it up. Squirts out front to Edina. Over to Hudson. Hudson, nice move. Gets it over the red line. skates it in. He's got help. Streaking towards the net, Will Klein. And they save it. No goal. No goal. Sorry, it's a tough angle here from where I see the corner of the glass to the net. Offensive face-off upcoming. Hudson on the draw. Easton on the draw, excuse me. Played back to Henry. Back on net. Pops out to Keith. Shoots it. They score! Scoring for Des Moines. Easton off. .434 left in the third period. Easton on the draw. Wins it. Picked up by Paxton. Turnover picked up by Edina. Keith with it there. Shoves it along. Paxton along the far boards. Easton with it again along the far boards. Gets it in. Deflected by the goalie into the corner. Keith along the near wall. Yes. Alex steps up. Henry hustles back. Streaking towards the net. Edina player. Steered aside nicely by Cora. 3:53 left in the third period. Easton along the near wall. Gets caught up at the bench. Alex. Keith with it. Intercepts it from Edina. Turnover. Picked up. Where is it? They pulled their goalie. Kept it in at the line, but we can't quite keep it in. We got to hustle because they got numbers. Here they come down the zone. Steered aside by Cora. Back out front. Pile up in front. Henry with the nice defensive play to break up a scoring opportunity. Again, empty net for Edina. Scoring for Des Moines, Keith Damon. And that should about do it. 2:49 left in the third period. Edina calls a timeout. Cheer on that they're going to win. Exciting game today. Edina puts their goalie back in. Last 2 minutes and 49 seconds in the third period. Edina with it. Over the blue line. They pull their goalie again. Squirts out. Steered to the corner by Charlie. Tail there. Help it along. Tail. Charlie. Edina picks it up. Good defensive play by Charlie to break it up again. Kale hustles in after it. Back out to center. Kale Kale shoots it on net, and we score. Empty net goal for Cale Sherwood. His third of the game to complete the hat trick. Edina wins it, gets it in. Nice play out front. They rebound, they score. Seven to 4 with a minute and 58 seconds left in the third period. Picked up by Atlas. Edina picks it up, turnover. It's back in, but they're offsides. Hudson on the draw. Hudson wins it. Over to Atlas. Gets caught up in the ref skates. They're offsides again. So we'll do it all over again. Hudson wins it again. Over to Atlas. Picked up by Edina. Atlas hustles over after him. Played by Fipsy. Along the near wall. Edina with it. 3-on-3 at the line. Edina with it. Steered aside by Cora. Picked up by Hudson. Tries to clear the zone. Hits Atlas in the back of the leg. Edina pulled their goalie again. Added pressure here from the Hornets in the last 1 minute remaining in the third period. 1 minute. Fipsy with it. Turnover. Picked up by Edina. Edina's got numbers out front. Atlas with a nice defensive play to knock it aside. Out to the blue line. Edina plays it. Hudson. Over to Zane. Picked up. Easton back out there. Shot on goal. Deflected aside by Cora. Squirts out front. Nice play by Zane. Pop it up and out. Atlas. A little too far. It's going to be icing. 18 seconds left in the third period. Shot, deflected aside, picked up behind the net by Henry. Played along for Paxton. Paxton clears the, no, Keith, excuse me, clears the zone, gets it in. And that's it. Des Moines wins. 7-4, final score. Very much appreciate everybody watching today. We'll be back this evening to play Austin. I believe the game time is at We'll be back at 6:30, I believe, tonight. Again, thanks everybody for watching. Yes, we play at 6:30 tonight.